And excitement builds as Disneyland's Main Street USA comes to life with the sunrise. And in the front row, a VIP tour guide on his day off, and a passionate fan, Mark, who parked on Walnut Street before the parking lots open, eagerly await Rope Drop, an honored tradition cherished by the citizens of Disneyland. The citizens of Disneyland have all shown up today extra early. Some will start with Indiana Jones, and definitely not looking in the eyes of Mara while doing so. Others will set sail on Pirates of the Caribbean, while some will explore the Haunted Mansion. But most have shown up to say goodbye to an old friend. Here, we see mothers and their daughters, fathers and their sons, best friends and lovers, all with the same Disneyland mission to say goodbye and to get one last splash in with an old friend. It's Tuesday, May 30th, a bittersweet day at Disneyland, the final day of Splash Mountain. This is a documentation of a historic day at Disneyland, as seen through the eyes of its citizens. About 3 years ago, Disney announced that Splash Mountain would undergo a massive retheme at both of their domestic parks. The attraction would move away from its antiquated and problematic Song of the South theme and instead tell a new story of inclusion by retheming it as Tiana's Bayou Adventure. This will be the final time we discuss this topic, which has been one of the most divisive among Disney fans in the past decade. The video for today doesn't focus on change, but rather on saying goodbye. This small theme park located in Anaheim has fostered a genuine subculture and a community over the course of its 6.5 decades, making it an integral part of Southern California's way of life. Notably, Splash Mountain has been a part of this story for half of the park's history. Yesterday and the days before made it much easier to get in one last ride. However, today is a community day at Disneyland, and the long wait times, they don't bother us. In fact, it's a source of pride, which brings us all closer together. Throughout the day, many bragged about their ride count, wait times, and stories of new friendships formed while waiting to climb Chickapin Hill one last time. However, they were all aware that as night fell, the reality of their experience would become much more real. Nightfall brought out the locals, and with them, the special kind of Disneyland chaos everyone here showed up to observe and experience. The lines and the wait times increased, but so did the cheerful atmosphere. Laughing, fun shout-outs, and genuine happiness could be heard all around. It was the sound of good times. YouTubers like myself made new friends with their viewers, while live streamers brought friends a view from far away. Tony Baxter was seen walking through, taking his final 50 feet fall, as well as NBA star Robin Lopez, who was there to do his final 43-foot fall, all sharing one common feeling of nostalgia for a ride they've experienced time and time again. But that time is running out, and Splash Mountain at 9 p.m. has just 2 hours left, and its line is almost as long. The last call for Splash is finally here. At 9 p.m., the line had outlasted the 11 p.m. scheduled park closing. This was the time to commit for the final ride. All of those trying to be in the last log had to start making their final moves. The wait time had been removed. Security was getting into position. The end was more near than it had ever been before.
Howdy folks, if you're planning on getting in the Splash Mountain line, I would recommend getting in now. We are planning on closing the line early. We're not sure how early, but if you would like to get in line, please do so at this time.
Disneyland locals all know that the park stops at 9:30 p.m. every night in the summer season. Everyone pauses for the fireworks, or maybe better known to us as Walt's Kiss Goodnight. And tonight, the fireworks are kissing goodnight to Splash Mountain. What struck me as uniquely special about this night was how the glow of Wondrous lit up the mountain. This version of Splash Mountain is much darker than its Walt Disney World sibling was. When the nighttime strobe lit Splash Mountain, it almost seemed more like a monument, with everyone crowding around its base as if they were there to protect it. But it definitely felt guarded. It felt hugged. Tonight, it felt loved. After the kiss goodnight, it was finally time to say good night, but this time, it was forever. Disneyland security had positioned themselves at the end of the line. No one was jumping in. Everyone who had waited to be last had now accidentally waited forever. A taped-off path on the backside of the trail that's a secret bridge was covered with folks ready to document and cheer the final riders, cast members, and logs. The secret path to Fowler's Harbor also was lined with guests, cheering on their fellow citizens of Disneyland. With every pass of the line, it grew smaller, as Disney slowly shut the line down. And at this point in the night, you know what I haven't heard? Anyone complaining? No one arguing, just people having fun.
We're 10. We are number 10 right here.
He said he was going to be one of the last, and he is. He did it. Disney cast members, as always, were doing their best, which is better than most. And with each drop, you knew Splash Mountain was one drop closer to its end. It's no longer now or never. Never has been selected for you, if you aren't in line now. Every drop, the reality sets in, and so did the excitement. The celebration of good times and great memories got louder with each and every drop, and everyone remembering their last time and how much fun that epic 50-foot fall feels. Once the line was broken down and removed, the entire bridge became an observation deck. And the community of Disneyland had never felt stronger. Everyone having fun and cheering on strangers for taking one last turn on a ride that everyone has loved for the last 30 years. try to insult us. They call us Disney adults, as if growing older means you have to grow apart from the things that you love and the youthful excitement that all brings. I call these folks the citizens of Disneyland because they don't just visit Walt's little park, they live in it. They treat it like home, like their hometown, which completes Walt's vision of making Disneyland the little village that lives around a model train. And today, a model of a mountain is going away. And it's personal because they love each and every inch of Disneyland.
Thank you. Thank you.
But friends, it's hard to make tonight a sad night. Sure, we were all here to say goodbye, but we had so much fun doing it, and we did it together. But we'll all be back. There's more adventures to be had at Pirates, Indy, the Jungle Cruise, or just some of our favorite quiet spots. It's hard to be sad when there's so much that makes us happy. And the end of another long historic day at Disneyland, what was once the starting line has become the finish line. But tomorrow brings a new day of Disney magic.